Hello, everyone, and welcome. So I just had the craziest day. I have been having the stupidest technical issues for my Google Hangout show ever. Um, so I sent out this link. The first thing that happened is I discovered that when I went in, I couldn't hit the record button. There was something going on. It wouldn't let me record my own show. So I had to scrap that, start a whole new link, and then I was allowed to hit the record button. But that meant I had to send everybody else the brand new link. Fine, I can handle that. So, so then we start our show, and we're getting massive feedback. Something going on, and the delay was so bad that I couldn't convey to my guest that we needed to put her headphones on. So we had to stop that, start again, send a new link. I sent a new email to to everybody who might have been watching, and that's okay. We had a giggle. We did that again. And then on try number 3, we got it going. We had our headphones, and then her screen went on mute somehow. So she's talking. I'm like, I can't hear. Why can't I hear? There's got to be a reason I can't hear. And it took me a while to figure out that she was muted. So we had to end the show. It was crazy. So that's my crazy day. But that's okay. We're gonna redo redo the show later on. We'll have her come back and we'll do it minus the technical glitches. I'm still waiting. She actually said that she was going to come and join me on and still do still volunteer for me to do an ART demonstration. Oh, and somebody has arrived, so hopefully it is Monique. I don't know who's there, so if you're here, please say hello and let us know. Let me know who's here so I can say hi back. But what I'm doing is a demonstration of the accelerated release technique. Oh, and somebody else has popped in. Hi, say hello. Let me know who you are, and so I can say hi back. So I'm about to do a demonstration of ART, as I was just saying. And what ART is, it's a healing modality which works with the subconscious. What that means is that essentially every problem that's going on in your life, whatever it happens to be, there is a root underneath it, buried in your subconscious. There's an event or a lesson that you need to learn or a belief that you're hanging on to. Something deep down is informing your life today. So it is causing the problems that you're experiencing, whether they be physical, like chronic pains, or a food allergy, or a problem with an allergy to your cat or dog, or seasonal allergies or something like that. Or it could be mental, emotional. It could be things like anxiety, fears, phobias, panic attacks, limiting beliefs, procrastination, anything where you just feel like you're not living the life you want to live. There's something deep down underneath. It's a message. Your subconscious is trying to talk to you. And unfortunately, Monique still isn't here. So I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on with ART. I'm going to be doing a workshop. I'm going to be training people on the modality this coming March 17th through 19th. It's a intense hands-on experience. You learn everything that I know, and in fact, this week has been insane. It's a modality in progress. This isn't one of those things where, it's all fixed in stone. Me and my practitioners, we know that there's so much to do with energy work that maybe hasn't been explored yet, or that each modality has a place, it has a time, it has a place, it has an effect, but not every modality can do everything. Or not any modality can do everything. Well, we're doing our best to incorporate as much as we can. So we're constantly learning, constantly incorporating new stuff into what we do. And welcome to any new viewers who are here. Please say hello. Let me know that you're here so I can say hi back. I was just saying, we've got this training session coming up, and it's going to be extraordinary. I've been learning so much new stuff in the last little while. I actually have to revamp my my manual. I can't even make a few little tweaks. I'm going to have to start almost from scratch with a whole bunch of new stuff. That it's just getting better and better and more extraordinary. Monique's having. Oh, I've got two phones going on here. That's a little odd. My guest is having problems arriving. She was going to be doing my demonstration for me. Clearly, this is just the day for technical difficulties. So maybe I won't be doing this demonstration today, or at least not live right now. If you pop by and you want to see the accelerated technique in action, head over to my website. I've got a boatload of demonstrations that I've been doing before. They're all up there. My Facebook page, that is, Heal From Your Past, or my website too. You can find demonstrations along with my show, Spirituality Meets Science. Yeah. Oh, and there's somebody else joining in. Hi. Say hello. It's nice to have you here. I was waiting for my my guest Monique to come and do a live demo with me. She's not here, so if there's anybody else who wants to receive a free, like an energy healing demonstration, then please put your name in, and I would love to. Oh, it is Monique! Yay, you're here! Had a little trouble finding me, huh? I was just about to give up. It was feeling a little lonely over here. So, okay, fantastic. I'm glad you're here. I know there's a little bit of a delay with Facebook Live, so I'm just going to have to be a little patient for your responses. But I am going to need feedback from you. Yes, we have been persistent today, haven't we? For sure. So what we're going to do is we'll just go ahead and start this demonstration. Monique, if you want to, share the link, invite your friends. Maybe they'll want to see you receiving this free healing. We're just gonna call it that. Okay, so the first thing I need to do in order to do any work with you is connect. So I have to, and my pendulum's already swinging like crazy. I've asked, can I connect with Monique? And with that yes motion, it's saying, yes, I can see you out there. The next question is, do I have permission to access all aspects of your energy, conscious and unconscious, physical and spiritual, as well as everything across the timeline? And it usually starts as a no, which is what happened just now. Oh, and there we go. It has switched to a yes. We get a no. I normally get a no normally. Sorry, I don't know what that was all about. Because we protect ourselves. We don't typically say yes, by all means have access to my energy to every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. So you need permission before you can do this work with anybody. So this is for anybody who's interested in energy work. That's a key thing to know. You always have to have permission. Now the next question is, or the statement is, we are looking to work on the most important life event, most significant life event that Monique, that her subconscious would like to see resolved and released. The first thing I have to do is find out if I have access to it or permission to access it. So I need to remove any negative energy that would keep me from accessing it. And that is this counterclockwise motion. So while it's spinning counterclockwise, it's clearing away all sorts of, well, I use the term drama, just stuff that is getting in the way of us being able to get in and look at what's underneath. Okay. All right, there we go. So now that's cleared. So I do have permission to access that life event. So the first question, now that we're going to get in, is to find some clues. We're looking for an event. We've got to have some language in order to describe it. So we're going to find some emotions, some feelings that it's kind of like we're describing the scene in a movie. We're going to find the characters, we're going to find out how everybody was feeling, and hopefully a memory will just spring to mind. So the first I need to know, how many feelings are we looking for? Is it 1? No. Is it 2? No. Is it 3? Yes. So 3 clues are going to help us figure this out. We're going to look for the first clue, any drama or negative energy around it. Yeah. So pretty much for each thing I want to find, the ego, there could be some negative emotions surrounding it. So the ego kind of says, no, I don't really want to talk about that. That's too uncomfortable. So it's about getting permission again at each time. So now we're getting permission to find out what that first clue is. We got that permission. Is it in column, any else I have to release? No. Is it in column A, column B, column C, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, C8. I'm going to ask again, is there any negative energy around this? No. So it should be C8 is our first of 3 clues. C8. Inattentive. I'm getting that a lot lately. So inattentive is the first clue. The second clue, any negative energy around it? It says no. Is it in column C also? Is it in column D? D, 1 through 10, 11 through 20, 21 through 30, 21 through 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, D29. Is there any negative energy around that? Yeah. So I was being sent on a little bit of a wild goose chase there. It's not actually D29. So we've just got to get the ego's permission again to keep looking. All right, so is it in column D, though? Yes, it is. Is it in 21 through 30? No. 31 through 34? Yes, so 31, 32, 33, D33. I'm going to ask again if there's any negative energy around this one. No. All right, D33 is self-focused. So I have inattentive, self-focused, and then the third clue. And is there still a third clue? Okay, there's not drama around it. It's something else. Something else is keeping us from getting to it. So is that a lesson to anchor? A core belief to release? A feeling to release? An influence we have to address? Not an influence, a relationship energy, an obstacle, a challenge. It's a challenge. All right. Is there any negative energy around that challenge? Yes, there is. So this time it's not quite ego drama, but there's something else that is keeping us from getting permission to identify this last clue. Okay. Anything else under there? Okay, is it one challenge? And a challenge is essentially a belief. I feel like there's something wrong here. Oh, here we go. A challenge is a belief. It's something. No, I can't call it. It's something that ought to be motivating you, but you're getting in your own way. So that's what we got to find out now, and that could have been enough. Is the challenge still there? No, that was enough to release it. Okay, so is there still a third clue? Yes, there is. Any negative energy around it? No, there isn't. Is the challenge in 1 through 20, 21 through 40, 21 through 30, 31 through 35, 31, 32, 31. Again, any negative energy there? Okay, so challenge 31. We have to get rid of that, and then we'll get to the third clue, which is going to let us figure out what the event is. So challenge 31 is to take action. It's just to be, like, to take that action and go and do. So something's getting in your way. Something stopped you from going ahead. So what is creating that challenge? Is it a lesson to anchor? No. Is it a core belief that needs to be released? Yes. Is there drama or any negative energy around this core belief? Yes, there is. So I see some new viewers coming in. Anytime this, when I'm looking for negative energy, it's essentially I need permission to get in. So any negative energy, drama, whatever, it's the ego putting the brakes on providing information. So the ego does that a lot. So we just kind of have to wait it out. Okay. Is there still a core belief? Yes. Is it in 1 through 20? No. 21 through 40, 41 through 50, 41 through 45, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, so you've got belief number 44 that's stopping you from taking action. Belief 44. And what I'm going to do is we do this in two parts. So I'm going to read the belief. I'm going to read the negative belief. And we are going to release, we're going to remove that negative belief. And that's a counterclockwise action. And then what we're going to do is read what we want your subconscious to believe instead. So we're going to, as I read that, it's like as a clockwise action, we're going to be inputting this belief. So the negative belief says, if I criticize and judge myself first, I won't feel so bad when others judge me. Okay, so we're letting that belief go. And I see we've got a couple of some other viewers here. Thank you for being here. We're doing a demonstration of the accelerated release technique. If you like what you see, show me some hearts, show me some likes, and invite some other people to join in, because this is actually like I love doing this, and I love being able to help people, and I want to share this as something that that is out there, and that's really effective for healing, essentially. Okay, so it took a little work to get rid of that negative belief, but we got it. So now, as a positive belief, we're going to input, I release myself from self-criticism and judgment. I increase my self-worth and the value I have for me by loving and forgiving myself. I identify my strengths and weaknesses and realize no one needs to be perfect. I'm a unique individual with goals, interests, and talents. When I know I have done the best that I can, regardless of the outcome, I lose interest in the opinions of others. Okay, so it's that piece that's been stopping you in your tracks, that belief about, self-judgment and self-criticism. Because if I ask now, is that challenge still there? I get a no. So we removed that block there. So now there's nothing stopping you from taking action. And hopefully there's nothing stopping us from getting this last clue out. So is there still a third clue? Yes, there is. Any negative energy around it? Oh, okay, we got to release a little bit more. Oh, while we wait. Lots of drama, lots of negative energy. We got to ask for permission. You know, if we just go in and root this stuff out, life would be so much easier, right? But we have to ask for permission. So, okay, there we go there. Now, is there any more negative energy around this third clue? That's a no. I'm going to ask again if there still is a third clue. Yes. Is it in column D? No. Is it in column E? Yes, it is, in 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 16, 17, 18, E18. Any negative energy around this? Okay, we found our last clue. It's clue E18. And I have to go back to that list to get it. E18. Tearful. Okay, so now we've got a series of clues. We had inattentive, self-focused, which essentially means that unlike self-centered, where you're looking at, like, you're just sort of, hey, this is who I am because you want to. Self-focused is because you have to. It's like if you have a peanut allergy and you constantly have to be worrying about whether this food has peanuts in it or something like that. It's sort of, you have to keep focusing on yourself, your health, your whatever. And the last clue I just said was tearful. So, inattentive, self-focused, and tearful. Let's find out when it took place. Was it during adulthood? Oh, we got to remove some energy around the time frame. The more I learn, the longer these take, because I wind up getting deeper and deeper. Like I have to add like more layers of permission. Whereas if it's an easy thing where your subconscious is ready to let go of it, it takes no time at all. But I did ask for the most important one, and it wants the stuff that's really buried. All right, so again, any negative energy around that age? No. Was it during adulthood? No. Was it around, or was it before the age of 15? It was before 15, before 10, not before 10. Age 10, age 11, age 12, age 13, age 14, 15. Okay, age 12 through 14. All right, so I'm getting, 1 second, is there any negative energy around that age group? Okay, so I'm actually getting that it was not a single event, but something that was ongoing. So, self-focused, inattentive, and tearful. So Monique, now I'm going to need help from you. So hopefully your connection, I've seen you having to go in and out, I'm guessing a bad connection. I'm hoping you'll be able to give me, if there's anything that springs to mind with those clues. I'm gonna see if we can narrow it down a little bit. Was anybody involved other than yourself? I would figure. How many people? 1, 2, 1. Okay, is there negative energy around this person who is involved? Okay, we're just releasing that. All right. Okay, so again, anything else that has to be released around this individual? And again, is it you plus one other person? Oh. Still some more has to go. Okay, anything else? Lots of stuff there. I have one area that comes with those clues. Awesome. Yay, I don't have to dig so hard. Okay. All right, so are those the people? So you've got it? Yep, that's what it is. Thank heavens. This was going to be tough if I had to keep digging too much. It was really young. You were really young then? Hang on, there's still something coming out. Still something coming out. There's something really deep buried. Okay, so while I'm getting all that, again, drama, while we're releasing all of that, what I want you to do is tell me, and you don't have to share details of the event, like if you don't want to, that's fine. But if you just let me know what kind of emotions are associated with the memory. Because, or give me sort of a broad outline of what happened. You don't have to give me any specifics. Because I can assume, if you're remembering it now, that there is some energy associated with it. There's a reason that you remember it, and usually it's because there's some negative connotation around it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we're getting rid of. Just, I wonder if we're already trying to release it. Could be that that's already happening. I'm going to have to ask. Because if you've already identified this memory, it could be that universal forces are sort of hijacking my pendulum before I get a chance to start releasing all that negative stuff associated with it. So I'm going to have to ask. I'm going to have to see what's going on. All right, fine. Okay, we're good. Anything else I have to release before we can address the actual event. No. Okay, so so you have identified the event. Yes. Has it been released yet? No, it's not. Okay, so I'm getting that it hasn't. You believe it's already releasing. Wow. And oh, I'm getting it on the right track. Okay, so there's still something left that has to be released. Okay. Well, good. Gives me something to do. Otherwise, I'm just here watching my pendulum swing. What else do we have to release? First, is there a contract associated with this? No. Okay, is there a lesson to anchor? No. A core belief to release? No. A feeling to resolve? No. An obstacle, a challenge, an influence? Yes, to an influence. An outside influence? No. An inside influence? No. A part? No. A relationship energy? Okay, this is a relationship. Okay, first we have to release some negative energy around there. Okay, so a relationship. So essentially, and I'm guessing because I haven't had a chance to ask yet. There was one other person involved in this, so I'm thinking that there's something, okay, let's backtrack a little bit. You have your own energy. This other person has their own energy. Your relationship is a combination of, it's like a blend of the two of you. So there's still some dissonance between you and that. Not necessarily you and the other person, but the relationship itself. So there's a dissonant energy in there. Anything else I've got to release there? No. Okay, so there is still a relationship energy that needs to be released. Is it with this other person involved? Yes, it is. So in order to release that dissonant energy, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? No. A core belief that needs to be released? Yes. There we go. Any negative energy around that core belief? Okay. Give it a second. Okay. Anything else? No. Is it one core belief? Yes. Is it a 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 6, 7, 8? Okay. So there's a belief that you're hanging, like it's this belief that you're holding on to that's keeping this weird energy between you and that other person involved. So it's number 8. And we're going to release this just like we did the other one. This one says, I am always wrong. And so we're going to wait for that one to go. Okay, that's good. And in its place, we're going to add the positive. Everything I do is an investment in me for my tomorrows, whether I succeed at first or not. I am now free from judgment to experience life regardless of any and all outcomes. Being wrong at times is a necessary part of life and learning. When I focus more on the times I succeed, I will realize truly how often I am right. Okay, so having released that, can we now detach this negative, this dissonant energy from you? Okay, we release that in love and light. Is there anything left to release or resolve from this life event? Okay, so Monique, if you could do me a favor and tell me if you're still feeling any residual emotions associated with that event, I would appreciate it. Because if there's still something there, then that means there's still something left for us to address and release. If it's neutralized, then hey, that's awesome. We're just then we'll just sort of close it out by inserting something positive instead, because we released a whole lot of stuff, but you and I were just chatting beforehand. We need to put in what we want in its place. So, if we're taking out things like frustration or anger or whatever, we want to put in things like love and compassion and even-tempered or whatever. So just wondering how you're feeling about that. Or I might just go ahead because, again, the time delay makes this a little bit, and obviously you have to type too. Time delay makes these Facebook Live demos a little bit challenging. Oh, you feel like it's neutral. Sweet. She says, wow, it's amazing. That's amazing. No, I feel like it's neutral. Okay, that's outstanding. I love this. So what we're going to do is, first thing, just because, okay, well, I do believe we've probably neutralized all the negative energy out of it. There is a reason that that came up as your most important event. Chances are, and this is what I've seen elsewhere, is that is probably still playing in your life now, but in a different way. So your clues were self-focused, inattentive, and tearful. So I'm suspecting that in some way, shape, or form, that set of emotions is recreating itself in your life now. This is because that's how these things work. That's how the universe is trying to tell you, or has been trying to tell you, that you need to address that old stuck event. So it was just it like I said, it recreates it as sort of like a big sign for you to say, you remember feeling like this? You remember that? Let's go back and go to where you didn't feel like that, or where you felt it the first time, so that you can resolve it. So I do believe we've released all the negatives. Is there any other negative emotion we need? No. So the negatives are gone, but we're going to put in some positive emotions instead. So what I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to have you thinking of them, because since I don't have the story, I don't know what we're going to put in instead. So I'm going to add some stuff, and I want you to think about all the positive stuff you'd rather have in its place. All right, so I'm going to ask on my end. And I could tell there was that dissonant energy between you and this other person. So I'm going to ask for love and compassion. Love for yourself, love for this other person, compassion and understanding. If they made you feel bad or wrong or less than, it's about their own issues and not yours, because you are worthy of love and compassion. And I want to put in happiness and laughter and just joy and whatever positive emotions. For yourself and for everybody involved. We want to make sure that there's no negative energy between you and anyone else in this scenario. This goes from the past, and this goes now and into the future. So I'm hoping you're thinking about all the positive stuff that you want to input, and that closes it out. Okay, so now. I'm hoping what you're gonna feel, not just neutral, but it's kind of like turning the whole scenario around and seeing that you can grow and learn and change from it. Seeing it as though it was something that was meant to happen for a positive reason. Hopefully that makes some sense to you. I want it to be a blessing in disguise, is essentially how we're gonna shift all of the old negative experiences into observing them, seeing them like that's the way it was supposed to be, because I needed that to become the powerful magnetic person I am now. Okay, if you want to have any last words, I'd love to hear them there. We're going to be on a show in a couple of weeks. We're doing our retake. So if I don't talk to you before then, at least you'll tell me about it when I see you in a couple of weeks. And for anybody else who's stuck through to the end, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you spending the time with me, spending the time to learn maybe a little bit more about ART or even just energy work in general. And Monique says, yes, I feel like it's not pulling me down anymore. excellent. That's what we're looking for. So so thank you for joining me today. If you want to learn to do what I'm doing, I do this and much more with ART. You can join me at my at my webpage, healfromyourpast.com, or on my Facebook page, Heal From Your Past. Drop me a line. I'd love to connect. Take care, and thanks for being here.